I deliberately collected many free sugar packets from coffee shops, then pretended my hands were too full to do anything.
I got you. Oh, well, this is the day of kind gestures.
This kind-hearted girl had no idea she was already being used by me. I kindly handed her a piece of candy. It instantly reminded her of her grandmother.
21st floor, please.
Unknowingly, she fell for it again.
Hi. Christine, can you buzz me in? Hands are full.
I gave a generous smile. No one noticed that I didn't belong to this top law firm. I walked straight toward the conference room where they were discussing a tens of millions dollar deal. They were negotiating the settlement for a critical case. All the lawyers had exhausted themselves trying to raise the offer to $19 million.
Got them up to 19 million.
Actually, you can get quite a bit more out of Peabody.
Everyone looked at me in confusion and were quite displeased with my interruption, but I was unfazed and began introducing myself.
Lawyer working for...
You? Hopefully. You have an associate position open, and it's been really hard to get an interview. And I almost think it's because of my age, but that'd be violating discriminatory protection.
The executive scoffed at my job-seeking intentions, but after hearing what I said next,
I do know the number that Peabody is willing to pay, and it is significantly higher than 19 million.
What's the number?
Am I hired?
they had no choice but to take me seriously. A week earlier, I had discovered that the opposing lawyer liked to discuss case details while buying coffee in the morning, so I deliberately stood in line ahead of him, pretended I didn't know how to pay by card. How could he have expected to guard against an old lady like me?
Keep the change. 23. Great. Which means I'm going to close at 19, so you remind your bosses how much I saved them when they try to fight my bill.
And just like that, I successfully landed a 2-week trial. I knew very well they planned to dismiss me after 2 weeks. My new supervisor was very unhappy about my joining. Even her team members wouldn't look me in the eye, because what they wanted was a helper, not a burden. To gain my colleagues' approval, I went to the convenience store to buy condoms from the top shelf. The clerk looked at me awkwardly.
I know I can't get pregnant if that's what you're thinking, but I can get an STD. And believe you me, my nursing home is like a petri dish.
But the real reason I did this was because a few days ago, my boss assigned me my first case. An autistic teenager was accused of murder. There was a box of condoms next to the victim at the crime scene. The boy's intelligence was unusual, and he couldn't communicate normally. Even worse, the grocery store surveillance showed that he had indeed gone to the convenience store to buy condoms. But as I watched the surveillance footage, I noticed something strange. So I took the opportunity to make a request to the clerk.
Taking my phone and filming me. My friend Cindy Shapiro won't believe it.
We got him.
This footage helped me find crucial evidence. I was exactly the same height as that boy, but the video was completely different.
He'd have to be on his tiptoes, reaching up for those condoms just like Miss Matlock, which means the footage was doctored.
All that remained was the witness's testimony. The witness was an elderly man about my age. He was 14 meters away from the crime scene at the time. He might have had blurred vision, but Madeline was a severely obsessive and eccentric old man. He had already kicked my colleague out of his house 4 times, but I had to win this case. Otherwise, the company would use it as an excuse to fire me. As soon as we met, Madeline's attitude was very hostile. My colleague watched eagerly, expecting me to be thrown out.
My name is Madeline Matlock, like the old TV show.
Oh, I love that show.
Me too.
I quickly bridged the gap by talking about topics familiar to our age group. I immediately struck while the iron was hot.
But first, do you mind me asking, who do you pay to clean? Because your home is absolutely immaculate.
He was so flattered by my sincere praise that he lost his guard. Unknowingly, he revealed information to me. But what I didn't expect was that Madeline's eyesight was a perfect 5.0.
Would you mind taking a look outside? Can you see my colleague?
Sure can. Latino male, 5'10", give or take, brown eyes. Nice touche.
No chance of blurred vision. My colleague was convinced we would lose the case. She urged me to leave, but I insisted that Madeline recount the incident one more time.